on the bottom side. Knight coming out early from carry, just trying to get a bit of extra advantage. Ghost now being popped by Elk. They're trying to poke back, hoping to get at least a summoner back for Guma, but Guma standing strong.
Nice little zigzag there. Pops the Ghost for the move speed for the jukes.
BLG do end up winning out though. Both summoner spells burnt on support and AD carry, and you can also see just the health trade as well. So BLG still managing to get decent push and not a huge amount wasted as Yago. There you go, gets the knock up, and this is what they're going to say. A lot of it is going to be a case of
Leap over the wall to take Oner out to safety. Shun, does he want to keep this one going? Has the reset. He's just going to contest here on the bottom side, potentially setting up for a bot lane dive. They've already got the Ignite and the Ghost out of Guma. Still both flashes up and available, however, and Shun just on the hunt here. Oner not going to spot him out there.
I like the pressure here, forcing Oner to come shadow.
Shun over the wall, just laying down a bit of damage, making sure the jungler cannot help.
So good. Shun playing off his bottom side, pressuring under tower, forces jungler.
Taking the time, Glitterlane's going to hit 2. Trying to isolate and shut down the T1 bottom lane. 3 minutes into the game, high stakes potential dive situation here. T1 desperately trying to clear the wave. Kha'Zix on the backside, ready to mark them. Snare already coming through. Guma won't have that cooldown for the next few seconds. But they've cleared enough of the wave that BLG do not pull the trigger on the dive.
And this pressure is so good for BLG, just mirroring jungles and waiting for Scuttle Crab spawns. It's a bottom side Scuttle Crab with the mark as well for Shun.
In the mid lane.
In addition to denying those minions on bottom side, look at the Xayah already, again, falling behind in minions.
Oner's reset though, and Shun knows that he's moving back down. Bin onto Faker in the mid, but bot lane, the repeat dive is around.
Just continuing to outtrade in the mid lane. Guma now going to be in trouble. Carry has to do everything he can to protect his AD carry, but it might not be enough. Guma taking out the dive clean this time. And they won't fumble it again. Elk going to walk away, blinking, but still standing.
Really good stuff there by On. Lulu hits him with the polymorph, tanks tower, flashes out, secures the kill for the team, gives it to the Kindred. I honestly even like that more than giving it.
Waiting to see if Bin wants to go for it. 4 stacks of the snip. Oner now coming in. Maybe can punish Bin for playing so aggressively in the mid lane.
Bin's got flash too.
Bin just a quick dash out to safety. We would poke to even up the lane matchup, but right now, all the snare now going to come back. Guma and Carry fighting back, finding a kill on the bottom side, a clean pickoff.
That is much needed for T1. Big stuff there. Gold going into Guma Yushi, helping him catch right back up.
Crucial that they're able to find those avenues, especially with how difficult mid lane was going early on in the game. Faker now feeling a bit more comfortable. Another objective steal in this game. Faker now moving up to the top lane. Ulti available as well. Yagao has to be careful to survive here. Trying to clear the wave, trying to delete it as quickly as he can.
Just Galio things.
Yeah, walk up, big AoE auto, clears it out.
Yeah, as you said, he went after shock brome plating. Yagao's just looking to hold up there, but bottom side
on, caught out again. Elk not able to do anything here on the bottom side. Guma finding another kill.
This is huge for T1. Guma and Carey are clawing their way back into this bottom side now with 2 kills on towards the Xayah. It's absolutely massive, and so much of that stemming from the fact they didn't have to invest time into taking the dragon. They steal it away, and now they get pressure top, they get pressure on bot, and T1 are fighting back.
They're so good at identifying. The only opening on the map for them, there it is, in 6:13, right as that tick of damage.
Immediately.
I like this fight because as long as BLG keep the bottom lanes from roaming, there is an advantage for them on the top side. Yagao trying to push out.
Taunt gonna land. Bin, is he ready to go back in? Shun now trying to make it out over the wall, trying to get in and grab the Eye of the Herald. Now immediately gonna throw down the Lamb's Respite. The Galio coming in. Zeus has a brief moment to try to make it out of this one. The stun coming in from Zeus is massive. They find 3. Faker isolates Bin in the follow-up. Faker going all out on the top side. He will look to take down Bin. Bin flat, but he's pulled back. And from over the wall, Faker finds the kill. But here is Elk. Elk looking to reset. Elk looking to find the fight, but there is no fight left for BLG. Elk, though, continuing to defy expectations, leaping out over the wall. Carrier ready to follow up. Carrier ready to respond. The red buff, will it be enough? Belk finally taken down as Carrier takes the kill.
And in game 3, T1 are coming alive. They find the fight in the pit. They managed to get the kills on BLG, and BLG left scrambling in this one. They see the engage onto Faker, but Shun under so much pressure from Zeus, they all try to fall back. But the problem is, they invest everything while this Lamb's Respite is still up. Zeus doesn't go down. Incredible flash forward there to stun all 3 members and set up for T1 on that top side. Elk does manage to come in and get himself a double kill as they manage to rotate faster, but as T1's bot lane matches, that's where
chunk damage onto Shun.
Oner now coming in. Shun needs to make his way out as quickly as he can. Q over the wall, on waiting over the wall. They will not opt to follow up, but a lot of damage down onto that Kindred. The gold neck and neck, 300 advantage to T1, but the Herald to the side of BLG.
But we saw that moment when the shot calling changed. Shun was like, you know what, Herald, boom, I got it. I'm gonna leave now, not stick around for that eyeball. But then they made the call. Our bottom lane is leading on the rotation up. Delay, delay. We can actually fight this slowly. And it's the tenacious chase from T1 that collects the extra kills. And as you said, the overlap there of the Galio on the Kindred ult. Wow, Zeus was still protected.
The problem is it's fixed a lot of the problems for T1 on this top side, though. You can see there, T1 trying to leverage the fact that they have push in the spot side to now constantly invade onto Shun. Make sure that he's very uncomfortable, and it's opened up Oner to finally play.
Find an angle, pulling him back into the waiting arms of Oner. Oner trying to finish the job, Ben trying to heal up. A Ben will get taken down. Oner finding the kill in the mid lane.
Big stuff for T1 to get some more money on him. He's got that lethality spike. The cheap Umbral Glaive plus serrated Dirk here. And that damage is enough. Elf gonna cruise on in to say hello to Faker and pick up the minion wave as they exit.
More resources in the back pocket.
Keria, in the midst of everyone on BLG, is just able to dash away. So this is where BLG need to be the ones that control the space, and already they move in to take it.
And they're doing just that. They're going to sacrifice their mid wave, and T1's going to pop the Herald to make them really pay for this.
Yagao just burned taunt, a brief window.
Oner.
Zeus on the backside as well. Oner ready to steal yet another objective. Evolve Q, evolve W, bit of poke coming through as BLG just tried to chase Zeus out of the pit. 5K getting lower. Now they're focusing it down. Are they just going to 50-50 at BLG? It's so difficult for them to force any kind of meaningful fight here. Keria just walking away, Guma walking away. They don't have the CC to lock down a priority target. BLG being shepherded around and now just getting knocked out of the pit immediately. T1 are going to look to blow it down, but BLG need to force the fight. Faker in the back line is doing so much work. The pullback coming through. Faker makes it out. Galio going into the pit. The Dragon to the side of T1. T1 coming alive in game 3. Zeus finding a kill. Oner untouched for now, but Elk still stands. He's trying to burn through those health bars. He's still standing. He's still alive. The heal now coming in. Oner finally going to finish the job. It's a massive fight for T1.
They stand tall. They get the Dragon, and they get the kills afterwards. Yagao goes into the pit. Faker running full circle around this fight with Casante's mobility. We've seen it so many times. Well, it's frustrating.
What do you mean? Zeri and Casante, it all works out well, but brilliant stuff from T1. And I think this is where you really exemplify the problems with BLG's composition, where T1 are able to hop in,
Absolutely.
Pokey.
Close enough. Here he goes in. Faker, and it looks like he's so deep, right? But he gets all 4. He even gets Shun's flash as he flashes out. And then here was that re-engage. The Galio ult was already channeling, so then Yagao goes in. But guess what? His teammate's already gone. The Dragon's already gone. And so it's an overextension, another mistiming on another Galio ult, and T1 are feasting.
It's also just such a spread out fight. Like, you don't actually get BLG in a position
Secure on this Baron. BLG fishing. Taunt going to be used though, and again, this is what we've highlighted, Dagger, this is what you've highlighted. They can just walk away, and BLG have no way to stop them from doing it.
Yeah, and BLG are trying their best, but as long as T1 are the one that are dictating the pace of these fights, it's so difficult for BLG to really do anything. Keria now, as you can see, stepping up. He knows there's not a huge amount they can do. He's got the safety of Guma usually behind him. So the team fights going the way of T1. Side lane going the way of T1. Vision control the way of T1. I do not see a way that BLG actually managed to come back from this. T1 have such a stranglehold on this game.
Absolutely, and here we go,
Looking to
Keria.
pick things off. The taunt coming in to stop any potential follow-up. Shun now ignited. Zeus ready to go over the wall. Yagao getting chunked away, and there's Zeus, but the denial coming in for Yagao. Able to find his Lamb's Respite on the backside. Faker now ready to move right in. He can tear them out of that Lamb's Respite in an instant. Elk trying to get out, but he goes back into the waiting arms of his team. Faker may have overstayed, may have overstepped his welcome. And again, BLG finds an avenue in the fight. For now, it is 1-for-1. Mid laners traded.
BLG actually stalling and delaying, getting the 1-for-1 on Faker this time. He can't get out alive. Yagao goes down, Faker goes down. Mid laners off the board, but T1 still get vision control.
And they still get to move into this top side where Zeus can start to put pressure onto the tier 2.
Guma and Faker looking to take this one down slowly but surely. Oner ready to come over the wall with the smite to secure. Zeus hovering, not quite in fog of war, as the vision is there for BLG to see exactly what he's up to. Kindred can throw down The Lamb's respite to slow this one. Oner going over the wall, now the fight kicking off, but Carry already ready to engage on, getting lower and lower. Lamb's respite again, getting a moment. Elk over the wall, but he's not really able to hit any priority targets. And Guma setting up the feathers in the choke. There's no angle here for BLG to fight. Forced away, blinking health bars. It's the Baron for T1.
No ultimate on Yagao. It only just come off cooldown, so T1 find that window of opportunity, jump onto BLG, and now the Baron is theirs. BLG trying to see if they can remount an offense though.
Faker can just ult Shun out of the pit, can deny him access, but Bin waiting over the wall as well. BLG, no, it's all or nothing. It is now or never, but the jungler taken out of the equation. Shun barely able to escape, but Faker secures the Baron for his team. Bin now moving in, taking out Faker, but BLG, there is no fight left. It is the Baron, it is the soul for the side of T1, only at the cost of Faker's life.
Noble sacrifice there from the T1 mid laner. Faker keeps the smite steal away. Even though Oner has been so good, they don't risk it. They teleport back in aggressively.
Be back on the top side. Zeus polymorphed, he can't leap in. Aggressive, but Oner's here as well. Kuma behind them. They're trying to shepherd BLG in, but they have to be careful. Yagao, Gwen now immune, feathers now flying. Shun looking to follow up. Gumishi can just pull them back. He's got so much zone control, but it's an aggressive TP. They do not want to give BLG the chance to back and reset. Ultimately, maybe a bit too aggressive, but it doesn't cost T1 much of anything.
But they still manage to step away. BLG will do the same.
They're still able to run BLG off of their own defensive cooldowns here. Even at tower, aggressive positioning.
Guma Gale Force, stopwatch now coming out. BLG just pushing back in, using so many resources just to deny the wave. They do get the Gale Force from Guma, but not a lot else.
And Oner's going to be able to 1-4 here. The jungler, Kha'Zix, with the Baron buff, easily gets secondary tower. The rest of the team forcing BLG back. Baron empowered cannon minions slowly chunking away.
Elk continuing to step forward here, but has to be careful. A single misstep could cost him his life in the game for BLG. 2 minutes and 30 seconds till Elder is on the table. I don't think T1 have any real reason to flip it for that objective. Can just continue to press in with this Baron. 42 seconds left.
I think that Elder is kind of the last remaining opportunity for BLG. Bin launches himself into the pit. Yagao follows up. Maybe he can buy some space, but T1 may not give him that opportunity. Isaiah's looking for the flank, trying to see if he can get in. Oner onto Bin in the mid lane.
Bin just getting chunked out in the mid lane, firing back the snip. Here comes Elk as well. Oner just going to leap out to safety and walk away. And again, BLG, even if they find an avenue of attack, every single cooldown on T1 needs to be down for them to find a single pick or kill.
Yeah, BLG are looking 10, 15, even 20 minutes into the future here. Just trying to hold, trying to farm. T1 want to...
I really don't think at this stage it's going to make that much of a difference. T1, as you say, Kobe, playing this nice and slow. It's kind of like a lose-lose for BLG. You don't want to leave your base because then, as you say, T1 can jump on you, but you have to leave your base because it's 5 seconds till Elder. So you've now lost all vision control, and it gives an opportunity for T1 to continue to just play forward here.
Trying to threaten the mid lane. Shun immediately going to get isolated, forced to flash out to safety, walking back the waiting arms of his team. They're really just trying to get mid control so they have an avenue to attack this Drake.
Jack's coming around for a flank too. Look at the mini-map here. Zeus is walking the long way around. Top lane, here he comes.
Here comes the engage. Carry not going to make it over the wall, though. That's disastrous. Elk delivered into the waiting arms anyway, though. Here comes Yagao trying to knock him up. Elk still untouched. Carrier whiffs on the knockup. I think anticipation, but it's all starting to fall apart. T1 still favored in the fight. Guma continuing to lay down the feathers, but Elk is standing strong. Bin in the mid lane doing what he can to heal up against Faker. The flash to the side, looking for the snip. Zeus ready to go in. The stun, getting connect. Zeus finding the kill, finding the angle. T1 holding on, barreling down the mid lane. BLG may have bought themselves a moment, but that's about it.
The health bars are too low for T1 though. BLG will manage to push them back and get out of the base. T1 tried to come in on too many sides and somehow Elk manages to step away. But T1, they reset, they go to the dragon, and they will pick it up.
Yeah, that last fight was killer for T1. Bin wanted the 1v1 with Faker, but guess what? Zeus has his back, the Jax comes over, they also kill the top laner, and that means
function. So for T1, they know they're safe. They've been doing a fantastic job keeping vision control in their favor, and now they're on to the inhibitor turrets. Bin looking at the tier 2.
Using the mist to clear the wave as much as he can. Cannon minion still standing strong. Again, T1 slow, controlled, waiting for a misstep from BLG before they jump in. Again, they have everything they need to end the game, but why risk it? Play it slow, play it controlled. Your back is against the wall. Giving BLG the benefit of the doubt that they can find that angle and just breaking open mid, breaking open bot, one tower at a time.
Yeah, you cannot really fight against the Elder Dragon right now. That plus Baron means T1 get inside the base. They will destroy your turrets. You just still have to bide your time. Wait for it to fall off. They're gonna bunker down behind these Nexus turrets, and here go T1.
3 waves coming in, 2 cannon minions, 3 cannon minions. Ready to keep this push going. T1 again, they don't need to force a fight, they can just keep poking. They can slowly but surely grind BLG out of this game. Zayo sleeping in, will find the stun, traded for mobility on the side of Finn. Shun fishing for an angle, has to be careful to step forward here. 12 seconds left on the Baron, or the Elder buff rather. Maybe they can find that avenue. Maybe they can hold on for another minute or so, but that should just be about it. Immediately, Ben goes golden, buys a brief second. 3 seconds left on the Elder, but I don't think it's gonna be enough time. Lamb's respite now coming in into the back line as Zeus denying the respite angle, but now still standing for now. T1 fighting, having such a good time.